Hello friends, in this video we will discuss on competency based assessment, where we will discuss on assessment, different types of assessment, competency based assessment and features and benefits of competency based assessment. We know competency means the ability or skill that is required for solving real life problems. It is a combination of knowledge, skills and attitudes that are required to successfully perform tasks. Assessment is gathering evidence of what the students know, can do and able to as a result of their educational experience and learning. Assessment should be holistic, formative, competency based, promote learning, develop higher order thinking skills, and it should be a process. It should be used to increase the quality of learning. We use three types of assessment in our teaching learning process: assessment for learning, assessment as learning and assessment of learning. In assessment for learning, it occurs when teacher use information to guide the students the learning process. Assessment as learning occurs when students reflect on and monitor their progress to inform their future learning goals. Assessment of learning occurs when teachers use evidence of student learning to make judgments on students' achievement against goals and standards. Suppose two teachers, Mr. X and Mr. Y, prepare test items on the same concept, that is operation of numbers, for a class test. The learning outcome is students will be able to solve real life problems using the concept of operation of numbers. These are the test items prepared by Mr. X and Mr. Y. The test item prepared by Mr. X is evaluate 234 plus 4556 minus 789. The second question is evaluate 2305 into 476 plus 2349. And the third question is Sunil's friend had a book reading contest. Among the boys, Rama read 4 books, Hari read 7, Lakshman read 2 and Sunil read 12 books. Among the girls, Sarada read 11 books, Preeti read 2, Harapriya read 7 and Mugdha read 3. How many books did the boys read and how many books did the girls read? So this is the test item prepared by Mr. X. And the test item prepared by Mr. Y is given here, where one image is given with some data. And the question is, Sai Chandan invited his friends to his home on the occasion of his birthday celebration. His mother prepared homemade delicious pizza, cake and told Sai Chandan to bring fruit juice from the nearby market. The first question is, locate the shop and estimate the distance Sai Chandan will travel in bicycle to reach the store. In the figure, the position of the child is given, which is on the one side of the road, and on the other side of the road different shops are there. Students have to locate the shop first where the items what Sai Chandan requires are available, and then estimate the distance to be travelled by the bicycle. And the second question is, Sai Chandan wants to buy pineapple juice in the store. Following offers available on pineapple juice: offer A, offer B and offer C. And the question is, Sai Chandan purchased 5 liters of pineapple juice. Students have to analyze the combination of offers which would get Sai Chandan the lowest price. So these are the two test items prepared by Mr. X and Mr. Y. Let us have a comparison of both the tests prepared by Mr. X and Mr. Y. Test items prepared by Mr. X test knowledge only, whereas test items prepared by Mr. Y test higher order skills such as critical thinking, analysis, logical reasoning, etc. Test items prepared by Mr. X is unconnected with real life, whereas test items prepared by Mr. Y is connected with real life. Test items prepared by Mr. X is unsupported by pictures, images, hence difficult for students to visualize the context. Whereas test items prepared by Mr. Y is supported with images, pictures, which helps the students to visualize the context. Test items prepared by Mr. X gives less opportunity to apply the concept in real life situations, whereas test items prepared by Mr. Y gives more opportunities to apply the concepts in the real life situations. The test items prepared by Mr. X focus on cognitive development, that is the calculation skills, whereas the test items prepared by Mr. Y focus on all-round development of the child. From the analysis, it is clear that for the all-round development of the child, test items should be prepared in such a way that they focus on application of the concepts learned in the real life context rather than simply testing the knowledge and retention capabilities of the students. Test items should also aim at developing higher order thinking skills in students. Hence, while preparing test items, more focus should be given to assess the competencies being developed in the children. Test items prepared by Mr. X test only the calculation skills of the child, whereas the test items prepared by Mr. Y test the number sense, representation, spatial sense, measurement, estimation, pattern recognition and analysis, problem solving, critical thinking and computational abilities if you consider the quantitative skills. And along with this, it also developed the navigation skills like time management, accountability, responsibility, communication, and the interpersonal skills like emotional intelligence, communication, critical thinking, conflict resolution, flexibility, leadership, enthusiasm, and attitude, etc. Now let us know what is competency based assessment. Competency based assessment is assessing the application of knowledge and skills to real world contexts and using authentic problems which draw on real life data. Competency based assessment is an approach to assess an individual's skills, knowledge, and abilities based on specific and well defined competencies. Instead of focusing only on academic achievements or general knowledge, competency based assessment centers on practical and real world skills that are relevant to the learning outcomes. The key features of competency based assessments are: it should be criteria referenced. Learners should be assessed against fixed standards or benchmarks. Competency based assessment uses well defined criteria and rubrics to assess the level of competencies in each area. It should be evidence based. Here, decisions are based on evidence produced by the learner or gathered by an assessor or the teacher. This evidence based or performance based evaluation helps to assess practical application of the concept rather than theoretical knowledge alone. It should be a participatory process. Both candidate and assessor should work together and involved in the process. The assessor will need to consider the ways in which the candidate can be active participant rather than a passive participant. Similarly, the candidate must be a willing and active contributor to the process. There should be a binary judgment. A key feature of competency based assessment is that the outcome is reported as competent or not yet competent. Therefore, it is a binary judgment rather than grading on a scale. Next key feature of competency based assessment is flexibility. It refers to the ability to adapt and customize the assessment process to suit the specific needs, contexts, and requirements of the individuals involved. It allows for adjustments in the assessment methods, criteria, and content, making it more relevant and effective in different situations. Competency based assessment offers several benefits to the children, such as focus on practical skill. CBA emphasizes the demonstration of practical skills and real world applications. This ensures that the learners develop the abilities they need to succeed in their roles and effectively apply their knowledge. In competency based assessment, each learner's strengths and areas of improvement can be identified and necessary interventions were used to meet their unique needs. So it increases the personalized learning. As competency based assessment provides feedback on specific skills and behaviors, learners can work on continuous improvement. They can focus on developing weaker areas and refining their strengths over time. When learners see their progress and improvement in specific competencies, it can boost their motivation to learn and excel in their field. That is why it increases the motivations of the child also. It helps in reducing the skill gaps of the child. It encourages a mindset of continuous learning and skill development throughout an individual's career, fostering a culture of lifelong learning. Overall, we can say competency-based assessment provides a practical, relevant, and learner-centered approach to skill evaluation. It ensures that individuals have the right abilities to meet the demands of their roles and contribute effectively to their communities. Thank you friends for watching this video.